Hey, Rocky, you ready? He's like, bro, I've been ready. You've been doing this YouTube shit too long. Get in there, boy. And yes, I have to hold my dog's food so he'll eat. Go ahead, lick it. Meow, meow. Here, want to eat it off the spoon? There you go. There you go. Here comes the airplane. Choo choo. We tried that once. Did not go well for a walk. Alright, just eat it out of the bowl. I'm just messing with you now. Go ahead and eat. Nope. Alright, eat your dinner. Eat your dinner, man. Really? I have to hold it? Fine. Some say I'm my dog's bitch. How you guys doing? Is this technically a mukbang? I don't know if I'd call this a mukbang. Yes, this is every meal with my service animal. Whoop, there we go. Yeah, look at that mess. Don't forget to like the video, because this is stupid. Watching my dog eat his food because I'm trying not to pass out on TV screens. Somebody say something, goddammit. Not you, Rocky. You're a good boy. Don't watch some ugly chick twerk. Chick twerk. Hard for me to say those two words. Chick twerk. Chick twerk. Okay. Why are you licking it like that, dude? Get up in there. Pretend it's your own booty. Scarf that shit. Any of y'all see my short I published today? Any comments or opinions on it? Cool. I don't know. Could be ASMR. I know he's standing. Oh my god. Eat that food, bruh. Damn it, now it's on the floor. Eat that. Eat that. Get that. Get that. Get that food. He's that food, who's boss, bro. If you guys are really lucky, you get to watch me feeding him milk. Hey, he gets all kinds of gassy. Come on, use your tongue. Yeah, there you go. Get it. Get the food. You get it all? Huh? Huh? Oh boy. That's my little homie. Stay. Stay. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Stay. Stay. Don't move. No, wait. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. It's okay. Don't move. Come on. I want to do a trick with you. Don't move. Stay. Stay. There you go. Don't move. Stay. Stay just like... Nope. Nope. Stop tilting. Stop tilting. Stay like, just like that. Just like that. I have to get my fun out of somewhere. All right. Anyway, since nobody's talking, I'll just continue to give my dog stuff. Want some milk, bro? About a slug of milk. There you go. There you go. You work on that. What? That's yours. Don't act like it's not yours. I gotcha. Here, let me hold it for you. There you go. Don't you wish your wives looked at you the way my dog looks at a bowl of lactate? Also, if your dog has long whiskers, don't put shit in deep bowls, man. Put them on saucers or semi plates like these. Small bowls. Whiskers trigger shit, man. Leave Mr. Snookum Bear alone. Good boy. And now for the grand finale. Giant frickin' milk bone. Alright, just hang out there, buddy. Let's set this up. Anyways, how you guys doing? Remember to waterboard your dog. Hey, it's lactose-free milk, so he can drink as much as he wants. Ish. Also, I have to redo my bandage real quick while we're talking, too, so... I wonder if he's still bleeding. Young male, what's up? Stromboni, it's been a little while since you've been here, hasn't it? Oh, yeah. $50, I'll show you guys the wound. It's technically medical, so I can do it. Bleedy blood. They say don't trust a woman when she's on her period because you shouldn't be able to trust something that can bleed for 7 days and live. I've been bleeding basically since 2012. Also, I have studio lights that were supposed to be here today. They'll be here tomorrow. I bought the Amazon special, so they're probably this big, but they throw light. But how you guys doing? How many of y'all reacted to my shorts video that I did today, where I was talking about people? Get in here. Come on. Let's talk about guns and the Pokemon cards I might give away. You never know. You want to win the Pokemon cards? Maybe. Maybe I will give them away. Maybe I won't. Oh yeah, that's another thing. So I posted the video, right? Because I buy these and give them away so that fucking scalpers can't keep them, you know, and then fucking raise the price on them like they do in my local area. Hey, Tie-Dye, what's up, man? So I give these away. And in the comments, of course, I got the usual, oh, bro, I totally agree with you. Hold, can you sell me one of those tins at retail because my little sister wants one? Or, hey, bro, can I buy a few of them off you? Because, you know, I hate those scalpers, too. One guy even said he was subscribed to me for years with no subscriber mark and one comment on my channel in years. So don't try to screw with me. It doesn't work. I was in sales for 20 years. I can spot everything you're going to say. I have chemo on tomorrow, and if only I could have those Pokemams because my mama told me I can't have them. Tough shit. Hope you get better. You left a comment. Nice. How you doing, Chuck? Are you the reincarnation of Mr. Norris? Nice to have you here, sir. I have narrowed down which guns I'm taking to the Conroe Gun Show. I spoke to the lady at the Conroe Gun Show. Really awesome. I'll be able to put my hoodies up there as well. So you guys are looking for hoodies. I have 2X and 3Xs available in both OD green and black. So keep that in mind. And once I get my fucking lights in here, we'll be good to go. Today has not been a good day physically because I am passing out like it's my goddamn job. I have fainted completely away 3 times. It got to the point where I was sitting in this chair just watching stuff, trying to cool down, and Rocky literally pulled me over to the bed and made me lay down. Pokemon isn't my thing. My kids never got into them either. Me neither. So when I was younger, I did baseball cards, and then when I got a little bit older, I did Marvel trading cards. Scalpers make me sick. Recently saw a short where some dude was tearing apart junkyard cars for all the good parts and marked them up 300%. So that is pretty bad. But I'm going to put it this way. The junkyard hustle is a little bit less vile than Pokemon. And hear me out on this. Number one, if he goes to a junkyard and takes the time to take them off, then he has done at least something to earn some kind of markup. 300% is too much. That's way too much. But if somebody's willing to go out to a junkyard and dismantle a car and then sell those parts on, as long as the parts are good, I can understand a markup of 40 to 50%. I'd be fine with that because you got to make some money for your time. Mechanics make $35 to $50 an hour depending on which dealerships they work for, and private mechanics, like when I was a mechanic and a body shop guy, I charged $40 an hour for body work and $80 an hour for labor for mechanic work. So for me, $80 an hour, if I take 2 hours to go to the junkyard, then the junkyard owes me $160. So I need to make sure I get the value out of it. It's a little bit different, but again, you are right, 300% is too much. 50, 60% maybe, because repair facilities, places like that, they don't mark up parts as much as people think. In fact, a lot of times it's cheaper to let them get you the parts because they have commercial accounts with auto parts stores, but it's the labor that's going to kill you. So labor is the big equalizer when it comes to cars. Sorry, tangent. Wi-Fi is questionable because it's not set up in a new house yet, so participation is also questionable. Participation is mandatory, McManus. Fucking figure it out. Turn off your Wi-Fi and run off your data. Just kidding. What's up, dude? I'd say that's true. Yeah, so, like, you charge, like, with your business, you charge for labor and you quote jobs and you go out, and I'm sure you have to quote chemicals and stuff, so your chemical cost is not the same that you're presenting to the customer, but I don't think you mark it up 300%. It doesn't really directly steal from children, I suppose. Motherfuckers that bring a Sawzall or a grinder are crazy. Yeah, so like I said, there's a different level of acceptedness when it comes to, it's data only, yeah. Yeah, your input determines your output. Like some fuck, and I don't care if you're watching this right now, put in the comments, hating on somebody's hustle is broke. No, fucking ripping off kids is fucking broke. Get a fucking job. I sold cars for 20 years and I own my own businesses. I will make more money than any of you dumb fucks who just scalp shit while it's hot in the long run. So no, I don't fucking play that game. Grow up, get a fucking job, pull your pants up, and get to work. I do not. So there you go. Exactly. Everybody you have to make some money on your investment, obviously. But when it comes to a lot of things, it's labor. Labor is always the big thing. You go to a dealership to diagnose your car, it's between $160 and $200 an hour. When I was working on cars, I actually didn't charge a diagnostic fee. Now, I wouldn't tell them what was wrong. I wouldn't give them my diagnostic sheet unless they committed to do work, but I didn't charge for the diagnostic. Like, if they were like, hey, man, what's wrong with that? I'd be like, okay, yeah, your radiator's busted. He's like, can you give me a write-up? I'm going to go somewhere else. No. You can go somewhere else and pay them another diagnostic fee. Or you have something wrong with your wiring harness, but I found it. Oh, well, can you tell me what it is so I can have somebody else do it? No. Careful with those sentences, bro. I know it's free speech, but dial back just a little bit. I'm assuming you mean workers. I used to go to Chevy dealership. Oh, fuck that, dude. I worked for Ford and Chevy. And you can say Asians too because we built your railroads. Indentured servitude. My bad. There you go. So I worked for a Chevy dealer and I worked for a Ford dealer. When I was working for Ford in 2015, we were charging $130 an hour for labor. Are you going to be at Conroe's show for both days? Yes. So I'm going to go there on Friday. I'm going to meet I've never done a gun show before, believe it or not. When I worked for businesses, we never did gun shows. So I'm going to go there on Friday, get my table, set up my table. I'm only doing 20 guns to see how it goes. Plus, I need to get over to see Drunk Mouse if I am going to sell some of my other guns, which it does kind of look like. I made a long form video that'll go up tomorrow or Wednesday. But yeah, I will be there both days. I'm not knocking the dealership. I grew up in Detroit. No, I get it, man. And I'm not knocking the dealership either. If the problem is, it's not just the dealership is fucking you by charging you $180 an hour labor. They are. they pay their techs $35 an hour, maybe $40, maybe at a Chevy. And specialized equipment, 90% of that equipment they've always owned. The only stuff, like when we were a Ford dealership, the only money we had to put in was when the new hybrids came out. We had to put in the fast chargers into our dealership and shit. Cost us like 20 grand. Yet we still bumped up labor. Dealerships are fucking you 7 ways from Sunday. Oh, I would love to have a full-on fucking live stream where I help you go over all the ways that they screw you over. But yeah, dealerships, I don't buy directly from dealerships anymore, and if I do, it's only from dealers that I've worked with in the past. But me and the wife live on my SSDI, so every penny counts. Exactly. I'm on Social Security. My dad borrowed me the money to get those guns. That's why I'm going to the gun show, so I can sell those guns and get my fucking money back. I've sold a couple. There's 2 in town I get things from. Exactly, dude. So I already sold 2, and I sorted through and swapped out guns. You know, I had a few guns here. You guys saw some videos since I moved here, and I'm swapping out the guns I know I just can never replace and putting other guns in there. So I'm glad you have guns. Thank you. I'm planning on going there Saturday, which is also my birthday. I'll be sure to stop by and browse the inventory. Sounds good, dude. Rocky will be there with me. I already talked to them about that. And yeah, I have to be there for both days, they said. So if you're setting up, you have to be there. You appreciate the Second Amendment? The Second Amendment it's misquoted and misunderstood by some. For one, it's a lot of people that just want to speak as if they know what they're talking about. They say that it's our right to bear arms and protect ourselves. It's not just that. It's also to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government. That document was written after we had emancipated ourselves from the rule of Great Britain. So it's to protect us from each other and to protect us from the government, which is the more important thing. It's the same way with freedom of speech. When people say First Amendment, 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 free speech is protected. But its intent was to protect us from the government censoring us, to protect us from backlash from the government, from them being able to control us. So just saying to somebody else, I have freedom of speech and you're a piece of shit, yes, but no. Founders dealt with England. Yeah, they did. Good evening. Just watch a short about testing pew-pews. Thanks for your integrity. Yeah, man. And it costs me a lot. I have had offers. I've had offers from companies that want to pay me to do a review, but then they send over these list of requirements. You have to talk about this about it. You have to show this. You have to say this about it. Oh, you have to say that this has this award. No. And somebody left a comment in that video, and they're like, oh, can you name names? No, number one, I'm not starting a fight because I don't have all the receipts. I just have my contacts, and I'm not throwing my contacts under the bus. But it's very fucking clear. All you got to do is watch a lot of 2A content. If you watch a lot of 2A content, the guys that are bought and paid for are fucking obvious. Are FRTs universal? No, they are designed for each firearm they go in. The idea behind them is basically universal. So they use a combination of parts to force the trigger out and requiring you. So when you hold it, the trigger is moving and your finger pressure back makes the trigger actually fire. So it's not a full auto build, but every gun can be different. Every model can be different. You could have a difference between a Glock 19 and a 43. Well-regulated militia is the second part. The Second Amendment is 2 parts: the right to own artillery and nukes and being able to organize in a militia. Yes. I'm glad Michigan is open carry, but if I get a handgun for my wife's purse, she needs a CCW. Yes. And more states have gone to permitless carry, and I hope they all go that way. I still, and McManus and I had a misunderstanding about this when I was talking about it, I believe we should have permitless carry, but I also very much think that anybody that's thinking about just doing permitless carry should invest in a class if they are not familiar with firearms and situational awareness. So what I mean by that is if you're a new gun owner and you live in Texas and you go and buy a Glock, you can literally put that shit in your pocket and walk out of the store. That's fine. That's legal. But have you learned the right situations to pull your gun? Have you learned the right situations when a gun and lethal force are required? No. Take a class. They should be cheap. They should be like $20 to $50. If you have 10 people in a class at $50, that's $500. If the instructor is really about the two-way community, he'll take $500 for a 4-hour class. That's $125 an hour just to stand up and talk to a bunch of people that are just going, So it should be a no-brainer. Should get training if you plan to even own a fucking on fire. Exactly. You should not go into it blind. It's why people crash cars. It's why people fucking accidentally stab me all the time. It's the same fucking thing. Learn to clean the gun and be accurate. Yeah, you ought to know how to use the frickin' thing and how the laws in which you are allowed to use it. Yep, I'm old enough to have guns from the 70s, but I don't. No worries, dude. You don't always have to have a gun. Hey, I missed your live stream on the weekend. Yeah, it's okay, dude. I kind of went live out of nowhere. Rocky was feeling a lot better on Saturday after almost smacking his face. You accidentally stab you all the time. So far this year, I've only done it once there and once there. So I've only stabbed myself twice while working with knives. So here's hoping 2027 is the year. Yeah, this one was because I was cleaning a knife and I pulled it. I had the rag here, and the rag was only here, not here. So when I pulled the knife out, the blade, yeah. Anyways, technically that's not a stab, that's a slice. I've not stabbed myself via this year at all, so I'm winning. Ask your girl to stab you. I like the YouTube reward on the wall. Thank you, sir. It was a fluke that I got it, and I tried to grow it, but since I won't sell my soul to the devils, I'll never get a million. She's like 2 smart-ass comments away from shanking the shit out of me. Do it. Do it. Hey, Mrs. McManus, if you stab him, I'll keep the Glock tattoo for another year, but I want proof, and it has to go in at least 1 knuckle deep. I use Rumble a lot. Rumble is an alternative. It's just not as good. It doesn't have the power and sway that Google does. Google has... I was trying to come in. No shame in that. I recently flayed my pointer finger open with a speed square. That's dumb. I've done that too, and it's actually it's more common than you think. Why the fuck do they make them so sharp? I know they have to be sharp so they have an actual T on them, but still, man, they don't need to be that sharp. Air Max, what's up? She's 10 times more likely to stab herself than to stab me. I mean, same goes for her. She stabs herself at least 1 knuckle deep. I'll keep the Glock tattoo for another year. Rumble was created by Dan Bonging. It's a good name. So Rumble, Kick, all those other alternatives that are out there. So I signed up for Twitch and I was using it for a while, but then like life happened, and oh god, I gotta stop looking around. Me, I'm getting very dizzy. Do I have anything to eat, boy? I could eat you. I'm Korean. Dude, his ears just went, what? Can I eat you? Can I chop off your leg and eat you? Bow, bow. Bow. Bonino. Either way. I like Bongoing. I'm going to call him Bongoing. If I ever meet him, his name is Bongoing. Look at the boy. He knows when I'm filming. He's not always sleeping. He's lying to you. What's that? Dogs are dumb. Love you, buddy. I hate my 2-thumb typing. Yeah, well, you're doing okay, man. I understand 90% of what you're saying. My problem is with Auto Cucumber. It makes me say things I didn't intend of. I need to balance this fucking... This is a thing of juice, YouTube. Is that better? This phone stand doesn't auto-align. I need a new phone stand. Do you pet the dog behind the ears? My dog allows me to, yes. Tyrone, what's up? Riffle first? What do you mean riffle? I went to the range Saturday, found out my drop-in staccato P threaded barrel is not so good. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that, brother. My problem is I want a cursive keyboard. Okay. Well, depending on what you're using, don't they have where you can just write on the screen? I use a Note or a Galaxy S26 with the pen, so... It jammed a bunch. If you call Stonehaven, he'll tell you exactly where to Dremel it. Sorry, I'm about to make my foot bleed, so bear with me. Like I said, cash at me $50. I'll show everybody the wound. I think it needs minor fitting. Most barrels do. What I would actually tell you to do is check your swinging link first. If you have a punch set, take your swinging link out of your standard barrel and put it into the new barrel. Your swinging link underneath, unless it doesn't have a swinging link. I don't know. I don't fuck with staccato anymore. But if it's yay, my shit got shipped. Android is good. Yeah, oh, that's a good idea. It has a swinging link. Yeah, so take the swinging link out of your other barrel and put it into the new barrel, and then try it again. Because it could be there's 4 or 5 different swinging links that work with 1911s, and depending on how it's fit, it might be the problem. If it's not allowing the barrel to tilt or drop right, because it does tilt a little bit. 1911 barrels do have a little bit of movement because it has to drop and let the locking blocks out. And if your swinging link is too long or too short, it could be causing a jam. Try that. If that doesn't work, just send me the gun. I'm not going to give it back. You can just send it to me. Ooh, that was stupid. I just pulled off a bunch of skin. Oh, it ain't even bleeding. Nice. I'm performing medical things on myself. It's like they're trying to hit the side of the barrel when trying to feed. Yeah, that could be a problem with the link. It could also be that the locking lugs up top might not be filed correctly. What do you think about the RXM? I have 1,000 rounds flawless. Love it. Drunk Mouse will tell you he shot my RXM with the suppressor on it. Those lives, I haven't ordered the Jimmini Show Champion hoodie. I received mine, and I'm very happy with the quality, so don't hesitate to order yours. Also, if I sent you the wrong color, I goddamn apologize. Joey, you know what I'm talking about. Somehow I screwed up and sent him a black 4X because I didn't have green 4Xs made. I'm in contact with the guy that made the hoodies, and I'm going to get him to drop ship a couple if I made that kind of a mistake to people. Oh boy. Yeah, I should probably stop pulling at that. That's going into living tissue. Oh yeah, that's a bad idea. That wasn't skin. So I debride my own wounds with my fingernail, which is the medically approved way to do it. Think you can fit the barrel? Oh yeah, I can fit it. You could just send me the slide in the barrel. Although I would need the frame to shoot it. Nice mustache. I don't have a mustache. I have facial hair. But there is a shadow. Get to the chopper. See. That would be amazing. Yeah, I mean, I could put it on top of... I could put your slide onto one of my 1911s, like my Para Ordnance, but I think I would need the whole gun to fit it. So, let's see how this gun show goes, because I might be coming to visit you next month. Also, I cleared out the hallway down to the first room. Mouse, you know what I'm talking about, the one that used to be the laundry room. And I have an air conditioner in there, so it's cooler in there, so I can rip out that floor. So, what's wrong, butthead? You're fine. Sorry, I'm leaning forward because I'm ripping skin off my foot. Good job, thank you. And then I proceeded to pass out 3 times today. If you have POTS, don't clench your legs or your ass while you're standing, because that just keeps the blood in your legs. Doesn't allow it to go to your brain. Because I was trying to keep the blood up. You need to squeeze your core, not your legs. And I clenched my asshole, so I clenched the wrong part. And literally everything went completely black. I came back instantly and fell into the grass. So that was not a good job. Unky Joe fall over, go boom. Only 12 people. Yeah, so I was talking to somebody I was talking to somebody on Instagram. They're like, hey man, I found your channel on YouTube. I'm like, yeah, it's not what it used to be. Well, it's good you were on grass. I was standing in the middle of the road. I threw myself into the grass. So I stood up, walked across the road because I was sitting in the shade, and I went to go back to the house with Rocky because we're doing our off leash. Oh, there it is. There's the blood. And I went to do his off leash training. So he was walking off leash. I stood up to walk across the road, and like I said, I clenched my legs, kind of squeezed my butt a little bit, trying to keep the blood up because I felt getting dizzy, and I literally blacked out when I was in the middle of the step. Needless to say, my back hurts a little bit. But yeah, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so. All my friends are healing, banging on. Metaphor. Get this. This is the best tape. It breathes. Happy hour. Okay. What does that mean? Have I met my neighbors? A lot of them, yes. The house next to me is vacant because the old lady that lived there is either in hospice or dead. The house past that is some really nice people. I've met the people across the way that have like 3 plots. Really nice people. There's a guy building 2 houses down at the end of my block. He's got his own house that he's still finishing, and he bought the house across the street from him. So that guy is pretty cool. The guy directly behind me who gave me a number of a plumber that's really fucking reasonable. I met him, but I got to get another dumpster next month too, so that's why I'm hoping Conroe goes well. But yeah, I've met a lot of them, not all of them. Whenever they come by, if they're like on a golf cart or something, I stop and introduce myself. When I first got here, I used to let Rocky run down the road and back, but he started going across and through yards and stuff, so we kind of stopped that. So now when we're walking down there, if I see any of those houses have their owners out, I stop and reintroduce us. Do I have an extra RMSC red dot you don't need? Yeah, I still got that hollow, son. We can work it out. Always. You know that. The only thing is I don't have a screw set for it because I don't have the Hollow Sun box, so you'd have to order some off of Amazon. Okay, I no longer have it because it's probably broke now. No, it's fine. So, yeah, this is the one I got laying around. We'll work it out. 507K, just order a screw set for it off of Amazon. It's like $11. You can even get like the Swamp Fox screw set. It literally comes with every screw needed for every optic. But yeah, we'll work it out. Sounds semi-rural. That's how my area is. It is. We're on a lake, a block from the lake, and there's only one entrance in, one entrance out. So what's the difference between the Remington R1 Recon and you have the other variants like the Enhanced, etc.? So Enhanced is what Remington called their 1911 line after they got the Para-Ordnance platform. So in 2012, Freedom Group bought Para-Ordnance, Para-USA, not Para-Ordnance. Para-Ordnance is out of Canada. Para-USA is different from Para-Canada because they were technically 2 different companies. So Freedom Group in 2012 bought bought Para-Ordnance USA, and then for 4 years they let them live alongside Remington while just kind of stealing some of the ideas. And then in 2016 they flat out killed Para-Ordnance and then just rebranded all the guns. They just, instead of putting Para on the slide, they put Remington. So the Enhanced doesn't really mean anything. It just means it wasn't a Remington, kind of. Can you fish in the lake? No idea. Maybe, probably. People fish all the time in it, but I don't fish. Not with my legs. Thanks, you're the best. No worries, Drunk. We'll figure it out. Like I said, we'll talk after the live. But yeah, so literally Para-Ordnance, when they made that gun, it was called the Para-Ordnance Black Ops, or Para-Ordnance Double Stack 1911 Recon. It's literally the same name. They just literally, instead of putting Para in the slide, they put Remington, and the previous owner upgraded the sights, so I don't have that to show you. But yeah, if you look at some of the older para ordinances, I wish mine had it. My Black Ops EDC, it has upgraded sights too. It's got Trijicon night sights on it. If it had the original sights, they para ordinance sights say para ordinance on them. Can you shot in the lake? Maybe once. Grady, I'm all right. How are you? Maybe one. So after I made that video talking about scalpers and shit, I went to the Dollar Tree and they actually had another tin on the shelf, so I bought another tin as well. Good, got a new gun. Awesome, man. What'd you get? Oh, okay. Thanks for the info. The funny thing though is, Air Max, it's kind of like when Ruger and Marlin teamed up. Some of their early 336s and shit were pretty bad. So Remington stole the production line, and then at about 2018, 2019, their copies of the Paras got kind of iffy. So, I mean, Remington in general kind of got iffy. You bought a World War I trench shotgun. That's cool. I had a Stevens 520. Was it a Stevens? It was a something 520. That I cut down to 18.5 inches because it was a 24 inch. And the only thing keeping it from being worth thousands, because it was built in 1922, the only thing that kept it from being worth thousands was that it wasn't stamped U.S. government. The Remington para video is good. I didn't understand before you explained it. I thought it was just a nice Remington font. No, like you said, literally, they. So the reason. There's a secondary reason why para ordnance died. Para ordnance was killed because they knew too much. They knew who the second gunman was on the grassy knoll. No, para ordnance would sell their 1911 5-inch expert for $700, while Remington was selling the enhanced, which was the same gun but with Remington on the slide, for $1,100, and they were the exact same gun. So they were making Freedom Group was making $400 more per gun, even though it was the exact same gun. So it made more sense to just eliminate their own competition from their own brand and allow Remington to become the company. Oh shit, I thought my screen cracked. It was just a word in there. So it's kind of stupid. It's kind of like why Plymouth died, if you remember Plymouth, Pontiac, a lot of companies that died because they were what's called redundant, and unfortunately they were the better value, but they were still redundant. Do I have any more drinky poos? I doody-doos. I got a drinky poo. I need the electrolytes. Also, just eating peanut butter when you're having low blood sugar doesn't help. Yeah, just look at the Remington R51 that was released in 2018 or 2019 if you want an example of Remington building their own guns. Remington tried to duplicate the weird-ass gun that was from way back when and re-release it as a modernized version, and it was dangerous to shoot. You got a rifle light you don't want? No. I almost picked up the 1022 that's behind me. Hey, always been a fan. Question: how long do you hold on to the ammo in general to consider it stale? It all depends on how you store it, man. I've shot 50 BMG from World War II. If it's stored correctly, ammo, I mean, the powder shouldn't go inert. You can weigh the rounds. You can also do that with sealed bottles of powder. If somebody's trying to sell you powder, weigh it. If it's light, it's kind of gone inert. But as long as you store it in a cool, dry place without moisture, ammo can last 50, 60, 70 years. If you carry inside the waistband with the same ammo and the same gun and the same spare mag for a year, you could find that the ammo is corroded to the point where it won't fire. So storage is all that matters. I have shot 30-year-old ammo. I've shot, who knows? I mean, look at it this way. Federal, during COVID, didn't ship over 1 billion rounds because they didn't have cardboard boxes, but a lot of those rounds had been around for 5, 6, 7 years. Powder does degrade, but not if it's stored correctly. Shot the TX22 at the range this weekend, and the 3D printed FRT went brrr. I understand why it's so fun now. Cool. Glad to hear it, dude. What was I looking at? I was looking at something at my friend's pawn shop. So I had to I went, and it's my fault. By the way, if you're still waiting for your hoodie, it's coming. I just don't have money. Till after this weekend coming up. But I went to my buddy's, she's an awesome old lady. Like, you know, I could use the inheritance. But anyways, she has some cool stuff. That Makarov for $850 though is way too much. I could talk to her. I could probably get her down a bunch, but I don't know what's fair on a Makarov these days. Great, your ammo storage. I love your ammo storage. Mouse has it done right. It's inside the home. It's in a not overly humid place, so it's fine. You're good. Bang out a bang. Yay! I get my lights tomorrow. You're welcome, Mouse. When you moved, did you have to do paperwork for the suppressor? You're supposed to do a Form 5. I didn't. I have the paperwork showing I'm the legal owner, but I haven't contacted anybody. I think it's Form 5. I did see your original view on the Remington Recon, and the cardboard box was in pristine condition. Do you think that'll affect what you can get for it now? No. The gun itself is the important part. The box, yeah, I really wish my buddy at the pawn shop hadn't put the sticker on the fucking word, but it'll be all right. If somebody tries to negotiate it down when I'm going to sell it for a reasonable price, then they just aren't going to buy the gun. So the newer heavy barrel Mini 14 is now stamped on the receiver to accept 5.56. Yeah, anyone from 855,000 and up is 5.56 capable. Also, it has a bulging trunnion on it. So if you look at original Mini 14s, they're completely smooth. The receiver, the upper receiver is completely smooth. If you look at the ones that are marked for 5.56, they have an extra shoulder basically around the chamber. So anyone that's 855,000 and up should be 5.56, but check the gun. Yeah, those were good books, man. I wanted to read those. So shout out to Tokarev because they are going to send me shotguns. Shout out to EAA. They're sending me the Triple X. But I have a long form video coming out on Wednesday explaining why I'm actually slowing down production. It's kind of what pissed me off and made me make the short today, is dealing with these companies that only want me to do exactly what they're telling me to do is really grinding on me. They aren't sending me what they say they're going to send me because I'm no longer as active as I was, and I find that kind of shitty. The only companies I'm willing to sign up as an affiliate partner would be SDS, EAA, and OSITE. And that's a maybe. Triple X from Gersel, the one with the 17 small mag, 16 plus 1, but yeah. Any experience with the G23 clone? The Rapture, never seen it, bud. Did you see how close he was to the hot water heater? Lol. No, I just watched it really quick, but it was super grainy. When you airdrop from an Apple to an Android, it compresses the video down to 360p. Booge, what's up? Yeah, Apple hates everybody, so they refuse to send it full resolution to an Android. And I'm not downloading the video. I have so much porn on my phone already. Yeah. That's some of my useless knowledge there that I have for you, Nami. Apple sucks the big faluta. God damn, he's tired. So we went out twice today and did off-leash walk training, and he's doing pretty good. It's only technically our fourth day trying it. Third day when I haven't passed, I did pass out, but third day that I've been able to physically walk more than half a block. That's the other thing. A lot of people don't realize this. I can't walk a block right now without getting super dizzy and lightheaded because of my POTS. And not marijuana, but it's called postural orthostatic tachycardia. Basically, when I stand up, your body is supposed to trigger all your vascular system to constrict and cause the blood to stay up near your brain hole, and it don't do that. So typically, what happens is I lose sound. It's funny because you just hear it. You ever go get water in your ear while you're showering and the whole world just go whoop and kind of mutes out? That's what happens to me, and then I lose the ability to see color, and then I pass out. So yeah, but yeah, he's doing good. I think a few more times, and he'll understand that he can only go 1 yard ahead of me. He's trying to run his normal route, and I have to keep calling him back. But it's the fourth time. Like today, when we went out, we went down the different block, and he was pretty solid, and he pooped. G-Force, they look nice. Get a lot of mixed reviews though. So G-Force Arms is a company that builds to a price point, not to a quality point at a price. So G-Force Arms is what Turkish guns were 10 years ago. Not saying they can't be good, but they need work. So if you're going to go with a clone, I would recommend the Daria stuff. Daria makes 43X that has 15 round mags for $300. So don't super cheap out. Going under $300 for a reliable striker fire is going to be difficult. But yeah, the DY9Z as it's called. Hold on, I'll turn you and show you guys. You met Mark Serboos? That's cool. And there's the setup. There's the doggy. Hey, dog! What's up? You don't care. Also, I need to put the flooring down. So let's talk about what's on the table today. We got a bunch of Pokemons. That's like 3 months rent. We've got the Star Arms Firestar M42 or M whatever. It's the 45 single stack. Beta Ordinance 1345. But yeah, this is the 43X clone from Daria. Dude, better trigger. Optics cut. $300. Has metal mags that take 15 rounds. And then there's my island ported Daria. I put my Osite RMR on it, the full RMR gun, because it tucks way down low on that gun. The Black Ops and my carry mags, my Wilsons. CZ Pose 7. The Ricken. The Fakeotech motherfucker. And the CZ PO1 non-tactical. So those are guns that are up there. What's up, dude? You okay? Damn, it looks nice. I'll have to look into them. Dude, absolutely do it. DariaArmsUSA.com. They're built in Florida, so they're U.S. made now. And honestly, better trigger than a stock Glock. Full Glock compatibility. And metal mags from the factory, 15 rounds. This is the face of a doggy that's been paying attention to me all day. Say what you want, the camera on an S26 is fucking baller. This is an S26 Ultra. Yeah, well, he's been putting up with my shit all day. I made a video on his channel. Don't go anywhere. I made a video on his channel talking... Hey, thank you. Thank you. Talking about how he literally pulled me down to bed because I was passing out sitting up. Say hi to your fans. I was doing some research and learned that the high power uses a bar in the slide to connect the trigger to the sear. I don't know much about the high power, to be honest with you. I need to pull one apart more. Do any other guns use that mechanism? It's really interesting. What, a transfer bar? Yeah, Beretta uses a transfer bar, but it's external on the outside of the gun. Most double action guns use a transfer bar. It's called a transfer bar is the wrong word. A trigger bar assembly. CZs use a trigger bar. Yeah. The only guns that don't use some sort of trigger bar are 1911s. 1911s are the only firearms that I can think of that are a direct linear pull trigger in a handgun. Even a Glock has a trigger bar. You've taken one apart. The thing that connects the trigger shoe to the sear in the back, that's a trigger bar. Same thing. Bar that connects the trigger to the hammer, and it's in the slide. Michael, what's up? I'm trying to find a good exploded view. They all use something different, but it's all the same. In fact, take the top off my RXM mouse, and I think you'll see. The fact is, I actually removed the crucible out of that gun. Check the RXMs. Do you watch the soccer games? No, I'm not gay. Been watching some restoration videos. Yeah, no, I'd want to actually get like the technical manual. So relaxing, got today and tomorrow off from work. Nice. The RXM is interesting. So that is a Jimmini trigger in that gun, and that is a trigger pack, which is actually what a TT33 uses, believe it or not. That's why it has a 3.5 pound trigger in it, because it uses the spring that's wrapped around the roll pin for the trigger itself is the actual reset for the trigger, instead of the trigger bar with the crucible spring assembly. I thought it was funny when I was putting it together. I'm like, where the hell's the crucible? And it's like, no, it's a drop-in trigger pack. $85 or something like that on Palmetto State. I got it for $58 from my distributor. Makes that gun super shootable. All you new people, do me a favor, hit the like button. There's guns, there's fucking Pokemon cards, there's a dog. If you don't like my dog, you got a problem. You doing okay, buddy? Why's your nose running? You okay? Go to sleep. Put your head down. Put your head down. Put your head down. He's a good boy. Everyone, please double tap your phone. Yeah. I didn't think the trigger was going to be that good. So my buddy Jacob, you've seen him on here. He built his RXM first, and he got the same trigger. I ordered two of them, one for him, one for me at the same time. He basically paid for mine. And I felt the trigger in his, and I really liked it. So I put the trigger in mine like 3 months after I got it, and I love it. Plus, mine has the Sharps Brothers chassis, so it feels even better. I just wish I had the 17-round chassis, but I put the magwell on it, which allows it to take a 17-rounder. What's wrong, buddy? Why are you breathing so heavy, boy? Because you're listening to me, aren't you?
Worry about me you do not. Relax you must. Sleep you can. When as old as me, as good as me, you will not look.
I like to... I should just open one of these in front of you guys. Should I like cut the pack in half and see what the card was? Trigger on the CZ orange is amazing. Yeah. So I've been buying these ever since I moved here. I've got a couple of places where they actually are in stock every now and then. And I hate the scalpers in my area because I was looking on Facebook Marketplace and the scalpers in this area are fucking retarded. So when I see them, I'm friends with a lot of the managers at like the local stores. So when they get Pokemon cards, they hold them for me. And then I'm just kind of stockpiling them. I'm going to give them away to kids and shit. Maybe I'll give them away at the gun show. I just don't like fucking scalpers. And saying that Pokemon card flipping is a hustle is fucking retarded. If you think it's a hustle to fucking destroy the hopes and dreams of children by doubling, tripling, and quadrupling the price of fucking cards, you're an idiot. CZ75B uses spur-shaped trigger bar which runs both sides of the frame. The CZ75B Omega PO7 and PO9 uses single stroke trigger bar. Thank you, sir, for clarifying for us. So running on both sides of the frame is nice. It's still not a linear trigger like a 1911, but it does. I don't know what that does for the trigger feel. Yeah, I'm getting very dizzy. Sorry, guys. My brain is on flour. The SIG 226 has a really nice trigger too. Which one are you talking about? The stainless Elite that I left with you, or my Navy that you have? Have the kids open the packs, reseal them with the trash, and sell it to scalpers. Lol. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. The Navy one is really good. Yeah, honestly, it's got so many more rounds through it. You can tell by the amount of wear in it. I'm sure that trigger is a lot smoother than my Elite. The Elite is not as smooth, but I like the... Oh, I found my magwell for that gun too, so I'm going to send it to you after I modify it. But yeah, I like the Elite. So I have to decide which ones I'm probably going to get rid of. I'm not getting rid of the Elite, but I may get rid of the Navy. Hey, Never Ending Projects, what's going on? Like, I may get rid of the Mac 9 and keep the Bursa, but I haven't decided yet. Bursa is supposed to be sending me the commander size, and Alpha Foxtrot is supposed to be sending me the 10 mil, but I lost his contact information because I lost one of my fucking neck things from the gun show. Why is the Jimmini Show not smart? I don't know. Just felt like saying it. Probably because I'm not willing to shill for companies. So I made that short today, if you've seen it, where I talk about how I'm not willing to charge a fee for a review. So if you're trying to be letter of the law, charging a company for a review is not illegal, but it's highly immoral, because charging a company for a review and them not paying you for that review, and then you review that product, you're never going to give that gun the fair shake. And I have talked about certain people that have done that in the past. So charging somebody just to review an item is wrong, in my opinion. Affiliate marketing is wrong, in my opinion. Telling me that... So if it's stuff that I use, I'm okay with that. You know, like my keyboards. My Amazon links have no firearm shit in it, besides like cleaning mats. But I don't, and I've told this to every company, I don't want to sell your shit for you. Give me a link to your website, give me a link to whatever sale you got going on, that's fine. If you want to track it and say, oh, Joe did well, you know, his audience came through and bought shit, so let's put him higher up for reviews, I guess, but that's still me fucking shilling for a company to get favoritism. I would rather, when I had the money, I am much more comfortable just buying whatever I want to review, so there's literally no chance of anybody claiming that I'm not being unbiased. I have favorably reviewed Glocks that I've paid money out of my own goddamn pocket for. I don't like doing it, but I've done it. I made some barbecue on the GMG Green Mountain Grill. It's a brand new I got. Nice, dude. You're gonna like the Mac. I fixed the mag release and put the other trigger shoe in. It took away the over travel. Oh, we'll see. Not brand new. Actually got on Facebook. It's about a good deal for this big grill. $175 from 2014. Dude, as long as it works, that's all that matters, man. If it works and it cooks. My 226 has an ugly water-resistant finish. You got the black one? Oh, let me show you something I've had since after the NRA show. The boys over at Meta are really solid about sending me stuff. And they sent this to me. And I have not done the video on it because I'm a dumbass. But I'm also going to show you, point out, they no longer put Meta on it because this is not the standard Meta chassis. This is the Evo chassis. And since they own CAA and MCX, they don't call it that anymore. So I need another Glock. I actually don't have a Glock to fit this. I was going to put my Derriot in it, but it doesn't fit because of the trigger guard. So when you come, you can do a batch filming and review your entire collection. Very possibly. That would be cool. No, the Derriot doesn't work because the trigger guard is the wrong shape. Is that a brace? It's an entire chassis kit. YouTube, this is not a firearm. This is simply the chassis. It's basically what Drunk Mouse sent you. And it's FDE. It's fucking McManus's favorite color. What Glock model does it take? All of them? I just don't have a Glock here. I can review your old guns. I could, but it's not one of those ones that people don't like my channel for it. When I used it, it's pretty easy. When I turned it off, it's a little interesting and a little hard. And I was like, I'm an idiot. I won't take it all the way down to the fan. It was almost burned the sugar. Oh. It's only for Glock? No, it's for SIG. It's for everything. Here, I'll tell you what models it works with. So the models that this kit works with, it works for all the Glocks, duh. But it also works with the Taurus G3, Springfield Hellcat Pro, Shadow Systems MR2, DR920, M&Ps, all size, Sig Sauer P320, Sig Sauer Macro, PSA Micro, Shadow Systems CR920, SD9VE, so it'll work with yours, Springfield Armory XD9, Smith & Wesson M&P 2 Standard and Compact, and 40 cal, CZP-10, HKVP-9, Canik TP-9, Canik Meta, Walther PDP, and the 365. This kit literally comes with everything you need to basically run any striker fire gun. Yep, it works with the M&P 2.0. It'll work. It should work with your metal. I don't know if you really want to put a comp gun in there though, because it doesn't. The barrel is going to blow shit straight up. The Echelon, it does not show it on here. Oh, the RXM will fit in here with the standard one. Oh, when I get the spring adapter, my compact will fit in there. Beretta APX. It does not show that. Sorry, Echelon is a no. You got a small, tiny pocket pistol I got for my birthday. Better to have something and not need it. That thing would be good for Mrs. Mouse if it's light. It's polymer, dude. It's very light. If you've ever picked up a Micro Roni, same company. It was bought by a U.S. concern. Meta Tactical bought them. Dang it. Yeah, sorry. Glock or Lifeguard 22? Well, no, I'm just kidding. You got to go with the Glock in that comparison because that's not really a fair comparison because the Lifeguard 22 is single shot. As I've always said, Glocks are fine. They're okay. They're met. The company sucks. Glocks can be good. The company sucks. They're too expensive to make good, though. I'll get one of those for my G2C, but I just feel like it's too bulky. You also have to go with the G3 for the new one. Do you see someone made a chassis for the Lifeguard? No, that's ridiculous. I had the threaded barrel Lifeguard 22 for a while. I let one of my friends buy it instead of me. Dude, why are you biting your own tail, doofus? Who's a good boy? Hey, Rocky. Hi. You being good? You're such a good boy. You made bad videos and good videos. Well, when you're talking about YouTube or in general, that's just the way life goes, my guy. $50, I'll show my wound. $100 and I won't. I hope Stone gets the charging lever I made him. I'm sure he will. So that Meta Tactical also, this one uses an AR style charging handle too. I have an old AMT backup double action only. The trigger is quite heavy. Yeah. SIG blackout will fit? No. Only the 320 compact. The chassis isn't long enough to take a full size. It can take up to a 17, which is only a 4.6 inch. The blackout uses a overall, what, 5-inch length? It doesn't fit it. You know, I might be willing to take that blackout back off your hands. Did you ever send out the other case, or did you, are you going to? Sorry, I don't mean to ask. It just, I'm wondering. Stream on Twitch, but I used to stream on YouTube, but then my PS4 Pro broke, so I mean, so I have to use an Xbox One X and only streamed on Twitch. How's that? What? Get a cheap laptop and run it through there. Use a, just remember, it's a black case with gray handles. It's square. It's not the long one like the standard SIGs use. Do they make a chassis for the 1911s? 1911s from this company? No. Recover Tactical makes one that has a brace on it. I have it. It's in Virginia. Oops. Try to stream on my laptop. It's super hard. Just get OBS Studio. Go on Amazon. Get one of their digital pass-throughs. They're pretty cheap. And I mean, depending on how many audience you have, anyways, you can only stream it like 60 frames per second or even 30 frames per second, 720p. That would be what I would suggest if you were trying to, or YouTube will still only run at that. Your internet connection will be more important than your processor. I did see that New Jersey ban on semi-auto assault rifles is unconstitutional, but they also let Michigan or Illinois uphold theirs. So it's going to be a case by case, state by state basis. Cody, what's up? Can somebody drop the link for Discord every now and then? He wonders why he gets stabbed. L New Jersey? Why do you mean L New Jersey? New Jersey won their lawsuit. Unconstitutional means that it can be then appealed and assault weapons can go back on the menu. I want an ACOG scope. I've been looking. They want 1650 for the one I want. Have you actually used an ACOG? I would highly recommend before you drop any kind of money, even if you get it on sale, try using an ACOG. They have terrible eye relief, dude. AR-15 is not a big deal, but if you try to put an ACOG on like a 458 SOCOM or anything heavy hitting, dude, you're going to pirate yourself. Wisconsin. Yeah, I wish I had just a Jimmini Show thing there, but I need more people. Go over to fucking Discord and sign up. You can talk to a lot of like-minded people over there. We have general memes, cars, food. There is religion if you're into faith. You can talk with other people and discuss your faith. There's a little bit of everything over there. So fucking go sign up the Discord with the Jimmini Show. Now you got to keep it civil and you can't attack each other. We're not fucking Grantham who likes to say, "Oh, my comment section is wild." No, keep it civil. I got my Vortex Strike Fire the other day. It's nice. I like it. Nice. I'm glad you do. I used to have a Hollow Sun. I don't have a Hollow Sun anymore. You're fine. Is it raining there? No, not currently. It was very dry today. I gotta get a lawnmower though. What happened to your Hollow Sun? I sold it to Drunk Mouse. I'm gonna try to share my PC. It's very crappy. It's very laggy. It's made by Lenovo. It's your settings. You got to figure out your settings, man. You can stream from an i3 and get semi-decent quality. When I was doing live streaming with my VR headset, man, I'm doing it off of an old i9 or i7 9700K. Still storming out here. Nice. Lol, nice. I thought it broke or something. No, but I did drop it from that shelf straight onto the desk and thought I broke it, so got lucky. You're going to try to get an Oculus? Yeah, if you're going to do it though, man, save up. Get a Quest 3. If Grayson comes in here, Grayson bought the 3S, and he got the same processor that I do, but it still has the old style lenses. If you have the ability to wait and save up, wait and save up. Did I bring back the little sloth from Virginia? No, it's still sitting in a box. How's the pup? Hey, Fun Tucky. He's fine. He's just kind of napping right now. He kind of just chills out when I'm doing live streams. Yeah, so the 3S has the same processor as the 3, but the 3 has better cameras, better lenses. It has the pancake lenses versus the lenticular lenses, which is a big difference. Better audio, and you can usually get bigger capacity. Mine's the 512 gig. But I do the PC gaming. The Quest 3 is still about $500. Oh, my grill's broken. I had to get a Green Mountain grill. No, I get it, dude. VR is not something everybody should be getting into, dude. What about the Oculus Pro? It's not worth it. Get a Quest 3. And it's also not called Oculus anymore. They're called Meta. Oculus name got dropped, unfortunately, because of Zuckerberg. Crunchy skin. Yeah, don't give your money to YouTube. Don't fucking send me money through YouTube. YouTube fucking takes 40% for nothing, and they hate the 2A community, so that's like tipping them for a lap dance when they're giving the lap dance to the next guy. Pulled the trigger on the TSOS Carry 1911 with the bobtail. TSOS is a great band. Yeah, I've never had a problem with them outside of their Night Stalker, and that was because I figured I caught them in their lie. Oh, and since my boy isn't working there anymore, I can tell you exactly what was wrong with the gun, if you guys are interested. Stone, you might be interested since you have the gun. Stream on Kick, nice. So, the TSOS Night Stalker, I think I told Stone what was up with it. The TSOS Night Stalker, they claimed the gun was forged, but the first 1,000 units that they built were cast. They were not actually forged. They didn't have the forging molds done yet. So the first 1,000 guns were actually cast, which is why I found all the voids in the metal, and then milled on a CNC. The gun shoots great, especially when you modify it. I still don't like it suppressed, but once you take off enough material that you can fucking air rack it, it's not bad. At some point, I'm going to bug you about getting that or the Match X back, so be prepared to hear me begging you once I sell a bunch of my guns. Yeah. But yeah, so if you look at the frame on that one, Stone, you'll see that it's serial number like 795 or something. The first 1,000 guns were not forged, even though they claim they were. That's what started the whole thing between me, T-Sauce, and Jared. One time my friend got live streamed on Twitch, he got a stalker. That's crazy, dude. I've had some stalkery gun bunnies. That never works out well. I got a dog. He licks the peanut butter without asking questions. The Match X is also awesome. That's because I know how to hate fuck a gun into running great. Also, honestly, if I was to ask you to sell me one back, it would probably be the Match X before the Night Stalker, if I begged you to sell me one back. Just try to hit it, though, with the YouTube bunnies. Nah, I'm good, bro. That's why I don't have any personal or family info on my channel. So I link directly to my fucking Facebook. I don't give a fuck. Number one, I don't live in that state anymore, but I also don't hide anything. So stalkers can be interesting, but it doesn't bother me. Your friend cannot go live? That sucks. I don't blame you. Susu looked alright, lol. Yeah. We're not talking about any of the people that I've interacted with, really. People that are no longer around on the channel, I just kind of let them go. But yeah, Susu was fun. I got so many suspended on Twitch, I don't want to mess with it anymore. How did you get suspended on Twitch? What the heck were you doing, man? Maybe it was Susie. I don't remember the one from Arizona. That was Susu. But she went off and did her own thing. So one thing that I actually kind of claim a little bit of credit for is starting a lot of different people on the live stream kick. A lot of gun tubers, smaller guys, smaller than me, saw what I was doing and started copying me. If you look back at my live catalog, you'll see that I bounce around from numbers of guns where I have just a few on nails to 2 giant fucking pegboards behind me. So I will get back up there sometime, but for now, yeah. Well, first of all, Ricky Barwick, the cripple want to get in a fight with us on Twitch. Do you want to get in a fist fight with us on Twitch? Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about, and no, I don't have any desire to get into a fight with anybody on Twitch. I don't like getting into a fight with anybody on YouTube lives. I don't like getting into arguments. I like having discussions, and there are some times when I'll lay into somebody who's stupid, but that's just because they need to be put in their place. You started the gun wall? Not really. What does that mean? Oh, he's talking about why he got suspended, Mouse. It's no big deal. Yeah, well, if he rage baited you, unfortunately, you did exactly what he wanted. I know who you're talking about, and if he rage baited you, that was his goal. But no, this isn't the gun wall, kind of. It's just the guns until I sell them, because I don't know how many I'm going to be able to keep, because I got to come up with like $5,000 just to pay my dad back. And if I sell extra, great, but if I don't, you know, fuck. Like, I'm not selling the Para. That's fucking definitely not going, but everything else is fair game up there. Man, I haven't talked to you for a while. Okay. Can you tell me what your channel name is? Because when we all went to these ads and stuff, I don't remember people. You're gonna be alright, don't worry. Life sucks, dude, but it is what it is. I'm more concerned with my passing out than I am with fucking other stuff. But yeah, I want to order the vinyl flooring for in here because I can lay it down now. I've got this room cleaned out enough to do it. And once I get the water lines and shit all blocked off in that room, then I'm going to turn that into my office slash bedroom for now. And so then I'm going to fucking put the bed in there, and then this is going to become an actual living room. Weston, okay. Oh, I can find it. But I got to cut up the floor first and get those lines covered so I can get that room floored first, and I got to repaint the walls. I put the air conditioner in there so it's actually cooling down more of the house. My fucking goddamn electricity bill is going to be nuts. Weber Genesis, okay. Harry and review chassis I've got and see what will work in it, then I might want to play with it. Hurry and review the chassis. I've got to see what I have that will work in it, and then I might want to play with it. Lol. Let me know when you're ready, no rush. Yeah, like I said, there's a couple of things that need to be done really before I concern myself too much with a lot of stuff. I got to get that water leak fixed because turning on the water to take a shit is annoying. And I need a new toilet. Light bill's been going crazy with the heat. I pay about $400. Jesus. Oh, about the AC, that's a good thing about the layout there, and it's not being too big. It'll be easier to heat and cool. I'm not worried about heating the place. It's fucking Texas. And hopefully before the end of the year, I can get an HVAC guy out here. You had a piece of crap Android? Okay. I can imagine we got to fix the water. Well, I ripped out the sink, and those lines are exposed now, so I got to get those capped off because I got to repair the back wall anyway. So that and that are the two things I'm working on. I want to get that room done first so that I have the living room and that bedroom to work with, and then I will work on the kitchen and the bathroom. You had to get a new phone? Jesus, man. You weren't kidding about it being never ending. So, yeah, hopefully I can make enough money at the gun show to get a new mattress, something that isn't an air mattress. Oh, I got to take the headboard off this thing so I can get it down the hallway. Got to get a new door for that room because they had a dog that chewed the back of the door. It is what it is, man. Like I said, people that aren't associated with the channel anymore, I don't give a shit. So he dipped because I stopped doing lives. Fine, I don't care. He sent me a bed frame. Fucking amazing. Thank you. Whatever happened with the mattress, I don't care. It is what it is. I don't ask people for shit. When people offer me shit and then they don't follow through on that shit, that's on them, not on me. I had to fix the car a lot. I had to fix everything. There was never any projects, and I had to fix a stupid boat with the stupid first-gen Mercury 4-stroke because pieces of crap Mercury. Hey, if you dedicate a lot of your time to them, they're kind of reliable. But yeah, like you said, man, it is what it is. If me not being live so they don't see their name on the screen is that big an issue, I'm fine with it. I don't wish ill will on anybody that's ever been in our chats, anybody that's ever been in the Discord, unless you were attacking other people or you're being like disgusting to people. Then you had to go, or you're a blatant liar, Andrew. Those people need to go away. As for like people that come and go, or that they're only interested in getting like their name on the screen for donations and shit, it's fine, man. There's no hate between you and me. I don't ask anybody for anything other than like subscriptions and shit. And when I give away shit, like I gave away a $900 fucking 2011, and I sold technically 5 people hoodies. Just 3 of you guys happen to buy a lot of hoodies. Yeah, I give stuff to get stuff. I don't fucking like to take donations. You're gonna get the place fixed up. We can store my '69 Beetle there for a few years. Yeah, absolutely, dude. It's your place. I don't care. Yeah, Andrew did, man. Andrew had the best collection anywhere. He's the one that got the 50 BMG given to him by his best friend. By a picture through Shutterstock. Yeah, I don't care, dude. Store that car wherever you want to put it. You know, I'd like to save up enough money to put a slab underneath the carport. It's about $1,800 to lay down a concrete reinforced slab so I could work on cars in the carport. Someday, you never know. Yeah, it's absolutely fine to store the Beetle, dude. This is your property, dude. It's not my property. That's why you know, I'm not going wild with what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make the house nice and livable. That's my goal. Oh, 100%, I'll take care of it. Probably fucking find a spot, class 5 it, and fucking have it stored, pick it up in the air, start it every now and then. My Ford Escape and the F-150 until by the 2 years, and I'll get a 2500 and LBZ Duramax. There you go, dude. Okay, but it's where you live. Dude, I mean, if you were to tell me tonight that I had to move out, I'd be gone tomorrow. I appreciate what we're doing, and I hope that I'm able to earn the right to be here by doing the work I'm doing. But understand, man, where I am isn't where I am. I live in here. When I was selling cars, I was actually homeless for 2 years. I didn't care. So. Oh, I've got 30 gigabytes of video from what I've already done. I've filmed everything I've done, including changing the light fixtures and ripping out the counters and shit. I've got all that filmed. It would be amazing you drive around and work on it. It's kind of a problem for me now. It's still in California. Yeah, I hear you. God is in your heart. That is true. I'm in and out. I try to be here more often. Dude, it's fine, Stone, because I took that month off. I'm sure I fucked up everybody's schedules because a lot of people are like, dude, what do we do now? We don't have a place to hang when we want to. But that's why the Discord is there. Join the Discord. There's always somebody in there, even though we only have like 20 members or whatever. Join the Discord. At some point, I'm going to start doing Discord giveaways, like Discord only giveaways. So get in there. Because I can do Discord lives and fuck with the guns all I want. I shattered a glass fucking entertainment center with Stonehaven's Prodigy. Oh, you want? You're doing me a favor with that place. I just own the property, but you live there. I hear ya. Wisconsin, I'm near the Canadian border. Ah! All the way up there, don't you know? We used to go all the way up there and watch the bridge at International Falls. That's how I am right now, especially with a new job. That's why I try hoping whenever I can or when I'm off. Yep. Discord Live sounds interesting. It's interesting. So when I got a ban from being able to, when I touched the front trunnion of that AK and they banned me for a week unfairly and they hadn't fixed it yet, we were doing lives on Discord, but it always got out of hand because people were coming in. Sway was always giggling her ass off. Other people were talking over each other. So it's a little more difficult to do a Discord Live. But it also enabled guys like SFR to show like a lot of his gun work. And like he could take over, and he was doing some lives for a while, but I am not really that social media. And it's not that I'm not technically proficient. I'm very technically proficient. I just don't like fucking doing it. Yes, it was my fault. Your gun broke it. I kept that stand forever. I smell like a wood fire. Get out of the fire! Because of your grill. Yeah, like I said, I'm not speaking ill of people that aren't here anymore. I've heard that people have gone into other lives after me banning them and they talk shit. That's the internet. And again, I don't wish ill will on anybody. Some people fucking left because of misunderstanding. Some people left because I sent them my penis. Just, it's the way it is. Also, I'm trying not to block the background. This isn't a very good spot. And I ordered, I had an Amazon gift card, and I have 2 studio lights coming that will allow me to get better lighting on me. Because you smoked the turkey? I get it, man. I get you. I understand why. It's not like you just decided to set yourself on fire. Unless you set yourself on fire for fun, and then that's a little weird, dude. Oh, remember when we used to go 6 fucking hours? How the hell did I do that? I used to go like 5, 6 hours. You were using overpowered pellets. It was cherry. I don't know much about smoking the ZA or any of that stuff. So, oh, did you see Texas is they all had to start removing shit out of their dispensaries? It's funny. Get a nice gun wall back. Good to see you're doing well in Texas, man. Redneck, what's up? I threw out that I would do a VR 24-hour stream where I would do it from my headset playing video games for 24 hours. I'm willing to do that, but it's going to cost you guys. If any Sir Strumman makes it into Texas, I will file a weapon of mass destruction against whoever sends it. You should play Gorilla Tag. I don't know what Gorilla Tag is. Honey, where's my super suit? What, darling? Where is my super suit? Where the fuck's my peanut butter, buddy? Oh, there's my peanut butter, buddy. Oh, shit. I'm almost out of peanut butter. I have meat I can cook. Problem with meat is that it doesn't. It's not carb heavy. It's just like stuff heavy. Eat some peanut butter. Gorilla Tag on VR. Gotcha. Why does Joe get hurt? Oh, I don't know. Probably because he does stupid shit like this. It's right over my leg. That's even better. No, Joe, don't cut your leg off. But it's annoying me, Mama. Only psychos like me that eat peanut butter with a spoon know this move. Now you can get to the bottom. I'm using my Pokemon cards as a fucking coaster. That's what I think about you fucks. Let me see what I did with my... Oh, there it is. ADD, man. Says don't eat that, you're allergic to it. I love it, because I'm allergic to it. You have a Swiss Army knife? Nice. You creamy or chunky? I'm personally a chunky. I like chunky when I'm just eating it. I hate spreading it on bread. That's how you do it to make sure you get every bit. Pretty much, dude. I hate wasting peanut butter. Really? See him licking his lip. You want some of this, buddy? My name's Jeff. There you go. Look how lazy I've made this motherfucker. He doesn't even lift his head all the way up. There you go. There you go, buddy. The pest control guy saw your gun safes and he was nice to you? That's kind of funny. Just watch your short on calling some people out. I respect that, man. That's why your community keeps coming back, because you got a soul. Yeah, like I said, I'm not jealous. I'm not. Because absolutely, 100%. If I wanted to fucking lower myself down to the level of some of these motherfuckers, I could make the same, if not more money. I could do it just as easily as they can. I have fewer fucking responsibilities. I don't have families to take care of. I could spend all fucking day losing my mind just fucking being a money grabbing little bitch. I just don't want to. Here's the best part. Since I'm not naming any names and I'm not calling out anybody, if people start naming names and complaining and shit, gotta kind of do your own thinking. What does that say about the people that think I'm talking about them? If you become a YouTube show, we can build a guest house and a garage, also a boat for the lake, just saying. Ha! You should drink Spreckers. It's my favorite root beer. You should try it, buddy. You might get addicted to it. I don't drink a lot of sugar. Sounds good, though. I like root beer. Come here. I'm going to make you get up if you want this one. Come on. Go over here. Come on. Gotta work for that peanut butter, bro. Normally it's way lower. Look at the boy. Look at the boy. There you go. You can chill for like 6 months and then you can go back to being authentic. I know it's a joke, but let's face it, that's what those guys did. Oh, I'll just take one. They offered it to me. I'll do it once. I'll never do it again. Ah, welcome. I just bought 3 million acres in the Yellowstone because this video's sponsored. Like I said, it's not hard to figure out who they are. It's very obvious if you watch a lot of YouTube. There you go. That's it. Back up. Go on. Drink your water. Drink your water. Drink your water. Is there water in the bowl? Dude, did I forget to fill his water? I'm a douche. Is there water in there? I got you. I'm coming. Dude, I'm sorry. I fucked up. I'm bad. My bad. Here you go, buddy. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. Who are you barking at? There you go. Good boy. Drink your water. It's okay. You got this. I'm down to 215 now, for those that are wondering. Did you bring the hot candy? Yes. I got AT&T. It's my favorite plan. It would be hilarious if gun companies would be paying you for reviews and all of a sudden be like, this gun is a POS and they paid me to review it. You know, I would have more respect for some of these motherfuckers if they would just fucking say it. You know, especially when and I know of 2 companies that were turned down paying for reviews, and the coinciding reviews make a lot more sense now. I've also seen the media packet for some of these creators. No, this is mine, buddy. All right, one last look. I am my dog's bitch. Dude, it's in your nose. Stop, 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 stop. There you go. There you go. He's eating these big ass milk bones now, but they're fucking they're causing havoc because they're crumbly. Oh, fuck no. No muscle. 6.5 ammo's expensive. Start reloading. It was probably... Okay. No, don't send me anything, brother. Notice some of them more and more, or some more too. Yeah. Love to see Rocky still being as much as a jackass as ever. Well, yeah. But at the end of the day, like today he did his job well, dude. Like he jumped off the bed when I was just sitting here. I'm scrolling through. I'm getting a migraine and I'm just ignoring it because I hate my headaches, but I don't like taking too much drugs. And he literally starts jumping on me and trying to pull me down while I'm already seated. So then he drugged me over to my bed and made me lay down. And yeah, right now I'm living like a college student. My bed, my desk, and everything are in my fucking one room. But yeah, I'm done calling people out specifically because number one, I don't need the smoke. I don't need the hit. I don't need the fucking fight. But I also just want it understood that there are motherfuckers on YouTube, obviously, that are fucking shilling and just fucking hiding it. You've tipped the most Tylenol I've ever seen. I only take 6 at a time. It's 3 grams, 3,000 milligrams. And it's what I need to calm my headaches. Can't stand Coleon Noir. He makes something as simple as guns so fucking political. Again, the only 2 good big tubers in the medium are Hickok and Paul Harrell. It's not fun when it's only about money. Yeah, exactly. So, like Hickok, at least he takes a few minutes and go, look, Bud's Gun sent me this. Bud Gun sent me this, and I'm sending it back, and you can get it through the e-gunner auction. Shit like that. Like, I don't know if he's bought one of his own guns in a long time that he does his reviews on because he has so many guns. But at the end of the day, he's also not fucking shilling for these companies. Like it takes him a long time to get some guns, just like me. And then sometimes I've had guns that other people haven't. Like not Chris. What's his name? Reeves, James Reeves from TFB TV, hadn't shot a DWX, and I'd already had 2 of them. So like I offered him my DWX, but he never responded. The first DWX, not the second one. Hickok just likes shooting and talking about guns. Regardless, he goes Sunday shoot-arounds, just talks and shoots that he wants. It's a very happy medium, I expect. Yep, agreed. Stone, you have a good night, dude. I'm ending soon here, too. So I know it's almost midnight for you. Peace out, motherfucker. So, yeah, we'll hang out until I get bored. Thankfully, I'm over the whole digestion problem. I was having a really bad problem with diarrhea from eating something in Virginia, and it took a week and a half for it to finally work through my system. Boy, that's fun, pooping 19 times a day. Oh, yeah, don't you know? Went back to the Virginia and got the diarrhea. Kyle, what's up? How you doing, Patrick?
I'm just sitting here. Hey, I'm just sitting here. Hey, I'm just sitting here.
So I really need to. So I was thinking about trading a couple of my guns for a Glock locally, but fuck, dude, everybody wants too much money. I want to get my fucking FFL back so that I can fucking just buy shit. The only guy I really enjoyed was Paul Harrell. He was the one gun medium should be. Education, realism, responsibility, and fun. Not all about the damn money. There's some parasite through lettuce that causes diarrhea. No, all I ate was some orange chicken and something else. But dude, it hit me hard. You just got off work? Well, welcome, dude. How you been? How are the Philippines? Yeah, as soon as I lose another 40 pounds, then I won't be obese anymore. I hate being fat. At least it wasn't Taco Bell bad. This is actually worse than Taco Bell. Taco Bell gives you diarrhea that lasts 4 hours and you just shit yourself until you stop shitting yourself. Dude, this was like, I couldn't trust a fart for a week and a half. Like, if I had to pee, I had to sit down. Because if I tried to squeeze out, sorry if it's getting gross, but if I tried to pee, I would almost shit myself. Oh, sorry, I had diarrhea at least once a week. Sorry, man. Politics are so common with them. You should get checked for an ulcer. Watch a gun video, see someone talking about Democrats or how laws are someone's fault. Like, shut the fuck up and talk about the gun, you goober. Yeah. So that's another thing that I'm electing to do now is I am no longer going to really bash any other gun tuber, reviewer, anybody. I don't care. If you like Paul Harrell, if you like Brandon Herrera, you like Grantham, good. Watch who you want. You're not going to get me to convince you to stop. I've tried a lot of times with a lot of different creators and it doesn't work. So I am no longer the police of the YouTubers. It's when my wife says I should see a doctor. You might have an allergy to something you continuously eat, or you might have an ulcer. How am I? Terrible. Ha ha ha. Started a month finding out girlfriend has a health problem. I'm sorry, man. Hopefully it's treatable. Yeah, it's just like, so remember when Overton Windex was huge and his shit's kind of old and over now, and Vintage Warfare, the two of them started having like a big brouhaha, and then I started talking about one of them, and then it kind of got a little bit and then I actually had to go into his live streams to talk to him directly, just so he understood that, yeah, I disagreed with the way he handled himself. But also at the end of the day, I don't really know the man. So him talking about his older stuff, that's awesome. That's a great niche for him. But yeah, like during their flame war, I was kind of picking sides and I really shouldn't have. And I'm not a fucking fence sitter. I have my fucking opinions, but it shouldn't matter to you. Yeah, I think it's the gluten allergy. You might have celiac, yeah. I hate Overton. He's an a-hole. He's a YouTube a-hole. I bet if you met him in real life, he's probably a lot easier to get along. He's kind of like McManus. Hi, McManus. Like, do these people not realize that all politicians are tyrants and all of them will strip away your rights, especially idiots, bandwagoning tyrants? Yeah. It is, but radiation therapy is needed. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I hope everything goes well and she knocks the shit out of it and you have a speedy recovery. Tell her that everybody here is hoping for the best for her. That's not something that we ever want to see. Friends, family, doesn't matter. Anything like that sucks, dude. Good luck. But yeah, so the other problem we have with politics and politicians and politics in America is social media is a big problem. I'm a big problem if I was taking sides. I don't fucking tell you who to vote for. I don't tell you who I vote for. I voted for a bowl of Captain Crunch. It's fine. But it's so easy to clip things, rework things, and organize words and statements to make them either bad, good, indifferent, etc. So you need to be able to get the full picture, and we can't get the full picture. Tomorrow's voting day in Arizona. Tell them to turn the heat down. I was a fan of Windex in the band. I've seen him a few years now that you mention it. Saying thank you, brother. I'll let her know you send your regards. She will love that. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. And honestly, dude, definitely. So Overton, I don't know what's going on with him. He doesn't pop up in my feeds anymore because he has the same problem I do. I was very vocal about some of my opinions, and it kind of causes issues. Go California, my Arizona. Social media ruined the world in general, but absolutely destroyed politics. Put the thought into people's heads that certain politicians are their friends when they don't care. Yeah, so if I wanted to, I could frame edit videos and make like Pete Hedges the best advocate for Medicare ever, even though I don't know his personal stance on it because I don't give a shit what his stance is on it. Just if he cancels mine, I'm gonna fucking flip my shit. But yeah, it's interesting to watch how social media, you can watch two different platforms and get two different views of the same conversation. Don't knuckle fuck my peanut butter. Look, my triple chin is down to a double chin with a little bit of flab. never ending. I haven't slept in 2 days, by the way. What's your weight goal? I don't really have one, just whatever it gets to. For the longest time, I wanted to be about 200 pounds. I'm 6'4". At 200 pounds, it'll keep me light enough to where my legs won't be carrying as much weight. I kind of want to get down to like 160 just to piss people off and make them think that I'm, not healthy. Oh no, I saw you were up late last night. Yeah. Stone saw that too because I noticed he was playing Kingdom Hearts while I was still up. And I was posting shit on Instagram and YouTube too. Yeah. You're 6'3"? Nice. 200 would be good, yeah. Again, that's why I can't stand Coleon. He'd like talk about guns, promotes 2A, all of it, man, but not one person, one side fault because you want to promote division and shit. Jeez, it gets old. We are all losing weight. Dude, yeah, sorry, man. Like I said, I know you're going through it too. I'm 4.5 feet on a good day. I will answer almost any text that I get from you, unless I'm asleep. You weigh 250? As long as you're healthy, man. So when I got Rocky a year ago, I was about 255 pounds. I put on a lot of weight because I was really just kind of being a lazy bitch. But now I got Rocky, so he makes me walk him like twice a day, and we go to the park as often as we can. So, also he eats more of my food than I do. You saw that tonight with the fucking peanut butter. I got 3 spoonfuls, and he got 5. So anytime I make food, I make sausages. He eats half of them. So basically, I'm losing weight via not eating. Dude, I'm like 235. I've been eating like shit recently. Beat, but fuck it, YOLO. Pretty much. A lot of people think that. Thanks for sure. I had trouble sleeping on 2 last night. Yeah, just don't pound me with text. But if you need to talk, absolutely, I'm always here for you. My weight was 170 last month. Now I'm 165. How is Rocky? Rocky is fine. Rocky is healthy, which is good. I've been watching his nails, his ears, keeping him healthy, brushing his teeth. He eats a lot better than I do. So he eats as balanced a meal as he can. He doesn't like eating fresh vegetables, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. I'm going to switch him over to fruits, and he takes Cosequin, which is a Dosequin, along with his other vitamins every day. My vet thinks he's in great shape, so Rocky is not the issue. This numbnuts is the issue. I don't want to bother you. Yeah, no problem, dude. Is the boy loving Texas? Seems there's so much space for him to Zoom. He does like it. It's very hot, and we are in summer now. Today, I think it got up to 93 degrees with a heat index of almost 98. So we were only outside for a little bit. Plus, I fell over, so that didn't help. But yeah, he likes to be able to zoom around. We have different areas where I let him go off leash now. Going to the park is fun for him. And then he loves the girls over at the Dollar General by my house. When we do walk over there, they have a bag of treats in a bowl just for him that they paid for themselves, which was awesome. I told them I'd pay for it, but they paid for it. So yeah, he goes there. He has his own name tag for Dollar General. So YouTube, you can get Private Chef and all. Oh well, just saying. Yeah, I don't eat veggies either. Haha. I need to start eating more proteins and vitamin potassium because I've been getting some leg cramps. Played Buckshot Roulette on my Xbox. It's pretty sweet. I love it. It's very scary, but it's very fun. I've seen it. Dude, you think it's hot there? Come visit me. Nah. I'm good. But you have central air and a pool. I have a lake that Rocky won't go in because the boat launch is all algae. It's hot up here in South Oregon, too. We got a horrible wildfire in Rogue River that's been fricking up the air quality and weather, but fall should be upon us soon. Glad we got AC, yeah. You have a wall air conditioner? Well, I'm running a window air conditioner right now, 2 of them in the house. This house has AC, central AC, but there's no thermostat. The assholes that were here ripped it out. But now that I'm moving down the hallway, I'm going to get somebody in to look at that. And then I got to get somebody up into the attic to do some pest removal before I can even try to get that turned on. Yeah, that's true, but 93 sounds chilly. So that's a 12,000 BTU unit that is currently cooling 180 square feet. So it's been nice and cool in here. In fact, it gets it so cool in here, it actually shuts off. I have it set to 68 degrees, and it will actually shut off after a while. Have you crossed any more frogs there? No, but when I cleaned the filter on the AC, a fucking cricket somehow got into the filter. Y'all seen the anniversary CZ pre-B remakes? They're cool, but damn CZs have gotten expensive. Well, yeah, they also they raised their price by a lot during the 50th. So like an SPO1 had an MSRP of $930. No, a Shadow's $1,000 gun. That's a good unit. Lol, it's amazing. Yeah, so, yeah. Yeah, so it's great because Rocky was having a problem. So Rocky was like panting in the middle of the night because the 5,000 BTU unit was not enough for this room. It really wasn't because it was cooking because I didn't have the drapes over the sliding doors in the kitchen. So the heat was coming in and cooking this place. So by the time night came around, it was still like 80 degrees in an area of the room. But now, dude, you can lay down anywhere in here and fucking nap. I have a question. If we fly back to LA, do you think I can bring Pedro on the airplane as my service animal? No. Unfortunately, ADA only... Number one, you have to prove that you're disabled with your disability card. But number two, service animals are only canines now when it comes to flying and hospitals. Canines are the only things that qualify under ADA right now. But you should be able to bring him in a carry-on, I think, because he's a rabbit. He might be more sensitive to. Wait. Yeah. Damn, that's too bad. Thanks for the info. Yeah, not a problem, man. Sorry, I'm fighting passing out right now. He's the chinchilla. Sorry, I'm thinking of the other one, Penny. I'm thinking about Penny. Penny, come here, Penny. You got a blue heeler German Shepherd mix? No. Nice. Not even cats are service animals. No, because a cat cannot pull a wheelchair, cannot open a refrigerator normally unless it's a Maine Coon. They don't detect blood sugars the way humans or the way canines can. Like Rocky detects my blood sugars and my blood pressure. Bad when people abuse the system. Too many selfish people out to pretend the pets are service animal, ruin it for everyone else. She's grooming herself right now. Nice. So technically, I'm not sure when it changed really, but like emotional service animals have been getting smaller classifications because people were doing like lizards and all kinds of animals just to take them wherever they wanted. But service animals has primarily always been canines, and for some like farms and shit, you could use a miniature horse. Got a blue Russian cat. He's very smart. He's very intelligent. He's a big brain. Nice. Oh, because like the revision that is currently on the books for what is a service animal is from like 2014, so it's a 12-year-old revision. But yeah, it's funny because when I started talking about registering him, originally when I got Rocky, I just wanted to register him as an ESA, an emotional support animal, before we found out he could detect me fainting. And ESA does not protect your dog. You can't go anywhere you want with an ESA, an emotional support animal. You can't take them into restaurants. You can't take them a lot of places. They're only technically allowed in places where the facility allows animals. They have to specifically say you can have a dog there. Rocky can't be denied anywhere. Although Mouse and Mrs. Mouse, we went to dinner, and I made the mistake of letting him sit on the bench. He wound up sitting on the floor, but he just laid on the floor right in the way of everybody, so it was kind of cool. I didn't know that logical. The dogs are the real service animals. It's not that a cat isn't capable. You could teach a cat to like hit a 911 button and stuff like that, but typically cats aren't usually outside where there's a lot more need for a service animal. You people who generally need them are fine. I don't care what animal you choose. It's people who pretend they're toy breed dogs or service animals, bring them anywhere. Yeah. Well, if a dog is so, here are your rights as a person who has to deal with somebody with a fake animal. If they are unable to control the animal won't stop barking. That's the first clear indicator that they are not a service animal. A dog that won't shut the fuck up is not a service animal because that dog is not listening for anybody, listening to anybody, or paying attention to what it's doing. It's literally just barking to hear its own fucking mouth. So that's your first indicator. And yeah, putting a service animal vest on a fucking chihuahua is highly suspect. Most people don't even bother. I can tell you that here in Texas, because it's been so hot, we've been running into a lot of people bringing their little fucking purse fucking rats into stores, and Rocky keeps smelling them. But Rocky doesn't fucking pull away from me and start barking. Like, I was in the Dollar General with Rocky, and somebody came in with a fake service animal, and that animal started growling and trying to run after Rocky immediately. Fake fucking service animal. And they got kicked out. Seen so many service animals who just shit everywhere and act clearly aggressive and untrained. Again, ruined it for all the folks who actually. Yeah, I mean, ruined it? Not really. But I get where you're coming from. It makes it much more hard for people to accept the service animal. So I was having my fainting spells yesterday too. And this lady got pissed at me because her daughter kept trying to run up to Rocky. And I kept saying, please stop, he's working. And her kid, who's like 9, fucking going, Doggy! And trying to run up to Rocky. So I had to keep telling them, please stop, he's working. Because I literally almost passed out in the parking lot. So I hate people too. Your dog killed a dog? Remember the children's book, The Berenstain Bears? Yes. The Berenstain Bears. It's not Berenstein. It's the Berenstain. It's like when you ask people if they remember McDonald's Supersize, and they're like, what? Bear McGarrett, it was Berenstein. So it's one of those things. You just found your Nintendo 64? Awesome, dude. Dude, check what games you got. You might have a fortune. But anyways, just don't want to talk about dogs. That's fine. We can talk about other stuff too, but you don't get to control the situation though. If we're talking about dogs, then we can talk about dogs. Live stream is kind of about everybody, buddy. But yeah, bring up another subject. We'll talk about something else. My family's 2 chihuahuas back in Vegas are the cutest, sweetest little pups, but that doesn't give me the right. Seems the breed comes as the devil or super nice. Yeah, and it also has to do with owners. Like, I treat my dog like he's the fucking king of the world. I spoon feed him. Vintage stuff? I don't know much about vintage stuff, man. But I'll try to hang with you guys. What do you want to talk about? And I can have multiple conversations at one time, so I'm good. Just bring it up, man. I'll talk to you. Talking about like old stuff, like service era, like military, World War II, World War One. I don't really much about them. I don't remember the bear in the big blue house. Oh, dude, they need to put John Wick style bounties on animal abusers. I mean, there are people out there that spend their lives tracking down these fucks. I've always said that if somebody were to hurt Rocky, especially if like a careless driver were to hit him, that person dies. Yeah, some motherfucker like drives up the curb and runs over my boy. They're gonna see him again really quickly just before St. Peter says no. All right, what's your favorite World War II rifle? Never ending. I don't have much time left because I'm getting really dizzy now. So we'll have a few minutes. We'll just talk. So also make sure you guys are hitting that. Okay, it's all I really ask for from you guys. Just hit the like button. Castlevania, that's worth some money. Jet Force Gemini, Pokemon Snap is worth quite a bit. Legend of Zelda is okay. The Ithaca shotgun. So I don't know much about the Ithaca. I know they were very reliable though. Yeah, like the original Snap goes for, it's cheaper than I thought. Snap 2 is the one that's worth money, but 30 bucks. I'm not a fan of older stuff. GoldenEye is a good one. I'm pretty sure Castlevania is worth something. If you had it in the box, it'd be worth about 500 bucks. But yeah, they're all those are fun. SVT or AVT 40. Super Smash Brothers, that's a good one to have. It's a fun game, number one, but it's worth a lot of money. What is Castlevania about? On the original Nintendo, it was a side-scrolling beat-em-up, I think, where you fight vampires or some shit. Dracula. Never played it. You got 3 controllers. Nice. Don't let some dude lowball you, dude. If you're gonna sell them, don't take them to some loser and sell them there. No flea market, no video game store. Like Super Smash Brothers, $40 game. Most of those games are like $30, $40 games. Maybe I should hook it up. You should. It's gonna look like shit on your big screen. But yeah, that'd be fun. You can get an HDMI upscaler for the Nintendo 64. It's the same one you can use for a GameCube. Are they ever going to stop shadow banning gun content? This is ridiculous, man. It's been like a whole year. No, they won't. Yeah, I've never played Castlevania 64. I'd almost say that it's probably going to be 3D, which might differ a lot from the NES games, but give it a shot, dude. You never know. Yeah, GoldenEye. He's got GoldenEye, and that's a really fun game to play. Yeah, but each one of those games by themselves is like, except for the NBA Jam and shit, but like the Castlevania, the Super Smash Brothers, the GoldenEye, the Zelda, those are all like $30 to $40 cards. Yeah, Nintendo 64, the games came in really thin cardboard packaging, so most people didn't keep them. Same thing with Super Nintendo, which is why boxed stuff is worth so much money. I used to buy boxes when I'd see them in the wild for a few bucks because then I knew I could, if I ever found the game, they'd be worth more. Well, that's cool, never ending. GoldenEye was the GOAT back in the day, dude. Four-player split screen. Twitch doesn't seem to have a problem with it, but it's too live stream focused to prioritize much long form style stuff. You got a PS1 Slim, nice. I mean, the plastic is black. I don't have any of the boxes. No, I know what you're talking about. The case, the cart is black. Oh. So I used to do a little bit of Twitch back at the end of last year, and I'll probably start again at some point once I get the office room, the bedroom. It's going to be my bedroom for a while first. This will stay the room, but I'll need to get a couch in here, and then my buddy took my 55-inch out or 50-inch out of the storage because I told him he could have it. Guys, I'm getting super fucking dizzy, which means I need to lay down. If you have any questions, comments, that's cool. We went a couple hours, which is always my goal. I will be posting a long form on Wednesday talking about the future of the channel. OG Xboxes were nothing special, man. They just had hard drives, which was cool. But yeah, as terms of if you guys have any comments, you need anything from me, let me know. Comments, write them down. What's your thoughts on 380 auto? Personally, I like it. 45 auto, a lot better than 9. 380 has some real mild kick, very pleasant. 380 in the right platform is fine. I just don't like how many small guns take it. You know, small polymer guns I'm not a fan of. Yeah, the original Xbox was pretty powerful, but it also suffered a lot of no worky no mores. It's going to happen channel like the future. So the long form stuff might get... I'm having so many problems with my health right now that I can't promise to do long form. So I'm going to keep doing short form, and I'm going to do all reviews when I can, but I can't guarantee the range stuff like I was hoping to. So that's where I'm going to be slacking a little bit. So channel's not going anywhere, but I explain it better in the video. So Xbox 360 because the original Forza Horizon was on that. All right, I'm going to show you my dog who's sleeping. And then he just closed his eyes pretending that he's sleeping. So there's my dog. There's a penis. My dog sleeps in the nude. Only one of us does. But yeah. Hey, Rock, you okay? You okay, buddy? Oh, my buddy. What are you doing? Oh, he's sleeping now. I bet if I threw a shoe at him, he'd wake up. But all right, he doesn't have balls. Sorry. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for all the likes, and I'll talk to you on Wednesday when we do another live. Keep coming back.